welcome back. It is pretty darn hot and very, very humid. There's a breeze, but it's still so humid. We're gonna get some rain this afternoon. I've had to put off the bulwark project for a little while, long story. But I had an interesting morning. It's just afternoon now. I went to West Marine to pick up some more epoxy and some butyl tape. And I went to the nearest one and they were having a 90% off sale because the store is closing. It wasn't day one, and the place was picked pretty bare, so they didn't have any of the stuff that was on my list. But I started looking around, and I realized, you know, if you can fill a box for $100, a guy could do all right if he gets creative about what he might need. Just to give you an idea here, this box for $100, right? Yeah, butyl tape I got over there too. I started grabbing obvious stuff. I got like 4 or 5 rolls of blue tape, a couple of these meter buckets. I started grabbing things like this, a lot of electrical connectors, crimp connectors, a smaller ISO switch, you never know. Some of this stuff I may not use and I might give it to friends who have boats, I don't know, we'll see. I got several hundred feet of this nice nylon ribbon, which would be great for sail ties. Yeah, these LED strip lights, I don't know exactly where I'll put them. Do they do a red mode? Oh, they do everything but red. Are they green? Whatever. Pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar. But then I started noticing, I got 2 of these. I might incorporate one into my shower sump. Or I may wind up putting one forward in a tight area just to help make sure I can de-water the forward part of the boat if needed. Then I started noticing stainless, stuff like this. Nice welded stainless rings. I have some ideas for a few of these. D-rings. Then I noticed some Harken goodies, low friction rings. These are like, I don't know, $30 a piece normally. So I grabbed everything labeled Harken. I don't know what I will do with this, but it's Harken. Got a couple of small cleat. I think I have one more of these. Then, yeah, some stuff. Got a small battery box because these come in handy for stuff. I don't have a battery that small. I got brushes, rollers, jazz like that. But yeah, I grabbed all the stainless. There were 2 boxes on the floor just full of small items. So I grabbed all the stainless. I don't know what I'll do with this stuff, but you never know. Another big D-ring. Then I noticed in both of those boxes, yeah, more Harken. There was yet another brand. Where is it? Got some PPE and some brushes and things like that. Lots and lots of tape, like half a dozen of these. This stuff is not cheap. Although this isn't this isn't 3M, it's only Axis, but good enough. Yeah. I got like 5 of these. Oh yeah, Ronstadt, including a Hank, sort of. Only one of these, unfortunately, and there's another larger one. I don't know what I'll use them for. This could be good for something to do with a flag or a pennant or whatever. But it was practically free. Another turnbuckle. Doug and I might give some of these to Doug and Lyle. They might need junk like this for their boat, which is a much smaller sailboat that's rigged with steel wire. Stuff like this. This may get involved with the staysail boom, maybe. I have ideas and thoughts and feelings. Meanwhile, I can use these to carry the stuff in the boat and divide it by category, right? Sort of. Yeah, all kinds of Harken goodies. Some of this will be very useful in the topmast. Some of it may be given away. you know, plumbing nipples and tees and things like that that come in handy. A couple snap rings of various sizes, stainless, very useful. Ronstand, this tiny D shackle, why not? There was only one. More beautiful rings. It's a strip of stainless, but hey, I got like 3 of those. Some little apparel things. Why not? I wish I had a bunch of these. They're a little too small for my rig, but I wish I had a bunch of these. Man, if I'd gotten there on day 1, I would have just grabbed like the whole wad that was on the rack. Ronstand. Flag halyard, maybe. It might be too small even for that, but low friction rings. Another Harkin boot for something. Oh, and this. Oh. I don't know what the manufacturer of this. It's a Harkin. More on this later. This may be precisely what I need for part of the topmast rig. And this, I mean, I don't know where I'd use this. It's called, what is it? It's a stanchion furling line lead, but it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be, yeah. Oh, it mounts on your stanchion for your furling line. I might give this to Doug and Lyle if that's the same size as their tubing, or I might use it for something else. I don't have furling. Swivel block, very nice. Ronston. This is like a $20 something item. As you can see, we're already way beyond $100 normal price. Yeah, rigging. Cleats can go back in there. Rigging. Never know, kids. I should have got more of those too. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. At least I grabbed all of the Harkin and all of the Ronston stuff that was in there, and all the stainless items like this, all of it. Big old strap buckle thing. You never know. Power outlet. I don't know if this is a cigarette type. It doesn't even say if it's a USB or what it is. But they had a lot of these, but I figured I don't need that many, if any. I might give this to Doug and Lyle for their boat, or whoever wants it. Oh yeah, it's a cigarette lighter type. Yeah, not a big fan of those. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna save the best for last. Yes, sir. Another stainless thing. A nice Ronston. Oh, cool. It's an orbit block with a soft tie on it. Could be very useful. This is like Christmas. You know, I would have. Not a big fan of U-bolts, but it's stainless. I only got one of those. Low friction. Like a sort of a plastic rubber fairlead thing, rope holder. Never know. Masking stuff like drop cloth, stuff like that. Might grind the horns off this and use this as a better. No, actually, that won't work. For a reefing hook, I don't think it's going to work. This is meant to mount, this shiv is meant to mount in a slot for a hollow mast. This might go to Doug and Lyle. I think I have 2 of these, or 3 of these. Look at this Bainbridge double block of some kind. It's an aluminum fiddle. Yeah, it's a fiddle with a cleat. Oh yeah, it's got a cleat. Could come in handy. And this, this pin may be too big for what I want it for, but I needed a long D shackle for the staysail rigging. More on that later. I think the pin is too big though. I can't really drill that hole out. Maybe it could. Yeah, I was astonished to find one of each of parallel rulers, parallel plotter with a protractor, and 2 dividers, one with fixed points, one with removable points. So you put whatever in there. Really nice. Weems and Plath all around. What a bargain. Pennies on the dollar. Yeah, a brief word about these plotters. This, if I'm not mistaken, wish I had a chart here to show you. Brandy new. Not super sturdy. It'd be nice if they were. These are meant to draw a line against your your compass rose, with the idea being that you can get enough. There's usually only one compass rose per, well, depends on the size of the chart, but this will get you on the rose and you can have your line some distance from it. But I could be wrong about that. I think that's how this works. This is, as an airplane pilot, this is a little more familiar to me, the parallel plotter, because it has a protractor built in, see. And what you will do is you can actually lay it, well, I don't know what this is all about. Kind of cool though. Is that, I don't know what that's for. Neato. You can actually lay this on a meridian line on the chart and have a protractor built in to read it. Very, very useful item. What are these for? Is that just so it can roll on the chart easier? I don't know. Did it come with instructions? I won't read them anyway, but oh, the instructions are on the package. Cool. No paper to get lost. Well, we're gonna have some fun playing with that. I wish I could have got some paper charts here, but they don't have them no more. No more paper charts. I don't even know if you can get them online from West Marine anymore. Well, coming to me. Soon you won't be able to get Admiralty charts. Oh boy. Actually, I'm sure you can, but they're very expensive. Christmas in August. Really cool, really cool. The only project I'm looking to get done today is I have to rebed that port side deck light that's leaking again. The last time I was on board, we had heavy rain and it was leaking considerably. This time I'm going to do it right with butyl tape instead of Sikaflex. And also the chimney, the mushroom cap chimney for the stove, is letting in water as well. It may have been doing that for some time, but I first noticed it when I was trying to cook in the rain. I'm like, what the heck is dripping down there? So I'm going to try to remove that and rebed it with butyl and wash down the deck, and I don't know what else. I was working all day in Newark yesterday. At some point in the day, I noticed my phone had died, like probably for the last time. It had been acting up for the last couple weeks. I assumed it was the battery, bought a new battery, installed it. It was fine for 2 days, and then it won't power up, it won't take a charge, it won't do nothing. But I kind of need my phone to get online to order another one. I don't have my laptop here, I don't have Wi-Fi here anyway. So probably tomorrow I have to go back home just so I can sit with my laptop and get online and order another phone and wait for it to be delivered, an unlocked one. Or, well, I don't want to go to the store and get one because I don't want to spend that much money again. Yeah, which kind of blows. It blows a big hole in the week, and that drive is exhausting and expensive. It's a 6-hour round trip. I can't even check the forecast with an accurate 10-day forecast without my phone. So I don't know, but maybe this week I'll be able to get up the mast again and continue the work up there, and of course the whole bulkhead situation. And then I might actually today, I might cut some sail ties. I'm so stoked to have stuff to do this. Yay! But yeah, let me square this stuff away a little bit, and then I don't know. I wish I knew when it was going to rain. It's definitely going to rain. I mean, look at that sky, people. I know the last time I saw a forecast 2 days ago, it called for rain, thunderstorms this afternoon. There were some boomers off to the northeast last night, but you could barely hear them. They were far, far away, and I think heading northeast. Yeah, maybe even before I square this stuff away, because I got the sunshade out of an old tarp rig that would work as a rain cover briefly. I should probably get started on those right away. I'll start with the port light because that'll be easy. And of course, before I do that, I'll have to charge this battery. Okay, I've already got started on this. I finished rebedding the deck light. You've seen that before in like episode 1, I think. I actually, looking back, I think the one I did before was the starboard one. Anyway, that went okay, although I found this butyl. It's the first time I've used this real deal butyl tape. It really likes to stick only to my fingers, not to anything else. Only to my fingers, which makes it very difficult to work with. But anyway, I can't get the cap off completely because there's a massive nut on the bottom. I would need someone down there with a socket on it while I hold this. So I'm trying to work around it. I don't know what this was bedded with, but it's tough. I don't know why it's leaking. It's kind of strange because it really seems to be well bedded still. It may be coming from somewhere else and getting out the hole. I don't want to bend the flange of this. This is not an off-the-shelf bronze item, to say the least. And it's good to be back on the boat, even though the weather's unpleasant. I'm looking forward to beer o'clock. I gotta make a grocery run, get some ice, and then we're gonna, if I knew it wasn't gonna be stormy, or if I at least had a more accurate weather outlook, I would go anchor over in the cove again for the night. But I can't take any chances. I don't want to be out there when it's stormy. I don't know, maybe I do. Wow. I wonder if there's a fastener holding it. I doubt it. It does have a deep sort of collar that may be screwed on. I can't really, the other reason I can't really do much below right now is because there's a heat shield below it with a bunch of screws. I may have to remove that though, just to see what's up. This may be held on mechanically from below. Smallish blue crab down there. I need to dip my toe. It's a little too far down. Of course, he's scuttling out of the way, camera shy. Come on up. Wish I had something some krill or something to throw on the surface, get him to come closer. I'm going to go below and take a look at this thing. Take the heat shield off. I can't really get a shot of that. There's no room for me to get my head and arms in there to do it. But we'll do that and get this thing off one way or the other. Okay, we kind of got a shot under here. Light under here. Got some cobwebs. Nicely done with some heat resistant fabric. Cool. It's a big hunk of copper, it looks like. Yeah, that's cool. Put something on there temporarily. Very clever. I'm glad. That's a nice thoughtful touch there. All right, what's going on up in there? I see that big old nut. No, it's made like, oh, it's threaded in. Interesting. I see. It's just like the cowl vents. So I've probably been, I don't know what I've been rocking there when I move it. Probably bending the shaft, the threaded shaft that holds it in place. How can I turn that without messing it up? Yeah, I don't even have a socket big enough for that nut. This is more of that. It's smoke stained, but that's more of that Formica or whatever, that laminate. These are looking good. There's no rot at the ends inside there either. The deck is pretty solid here. But yeah, it was dripping quite steady right here. There's the old bedding. I gotta go up top and see if there's some way to turn that thing without deforming it. I guess I can assume that it's a right-hand thread. Like, this thing is hot. Oh, maybe the nut is gonna come off now. Something's going on here. Yeah, it is. The shaft's coming out of the nut. The nut will fall. Can it go in the bilge? No, it'll fall. It might go into the bilge. I doubt it. It will have to go past many things. I didn't hear it hit water, so I guess it didn't go in the bilge. Oh, we don't want that to go over the side. That's non-magnetic. We'll never retrieve it. So now I need to, pipe wrench will probably crack this. Oh, that's not soft enough. I do have the wood mallet. Maybe I can get that in there. Ha 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 ha! Oh yes! Thank you, Providence. Oh wow! Did not expect it to be that easy in a million frickin' years. The flange itself is still heavily bedded. Holy free, holy squeeze storm. Oh no, don't do that. It's bronze, baby. You know how it is to deform this stuff. Yeah. We don't want to deform the threaded part, especially, or this thing will never go back on. But we've created a gap there. Bada bing! Well, looks like Sikaflex. How could that have been leaking? In the screw holes? That's crazy. Get all this off. Alright, got this pretty cleaned up. I'm not going to try to take everything off that inside edge, because that's really not where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. I'll get some in there for sure, but this is more important. Oh, I gotta clean this thing too. Made in Taiwan. Alright, let's see about this. I think I might make new holes. I might just go for it here. Because the alignment isn't critical in any way. Although it would look better if I made it, yeah, a little too close to the old holes, actually. Should I pilot? I don't think I need to pilot. They'll just strip out if I try to draw it all the way down with them. Oh, you silly boy. I was just thinking, man, if I had a clamp handy. I'm a boat builder. Oh boy. Lots of squeeze out. Happily, this stuff will peel off the teak easily. I don't know how it makes a seal. It doesn't want to stick to anything, apparently, except human skin, but they say it makes a good seal. It kind of stuck to the bronze, but it's tricky. I think maybe if I had gloves on, it wouldn't want to come off on my hand. I don't know. I don't like to wear gloves. No, don't go in crooked. Don't go in crooked. Okay. Anyway, it's getting late and the clouds are building. Now it's possible water's been getting in here, and there was Teflon tape on it, but Teflon tape doesn't really make a seal. It's a lubricant. It helps parts mechanically bind together. What is that about? Some kind of O-ring would be ideal, I guess. But I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for something like that. I think maybe just making this a lot tighter. It's possible that sometimes that mushroom cap, when it's dogged down tight, when you try to turn it, it's possible I've been cracking this thread in doing that, you know? Know what I mean? Let's do the clam trick again. Let's drop it in there. I've already done that once today. That's about as tight that gonna get. And since that has to go back inside the boat, well, I'll just drop it inside. I found the nut, by the way. It didn't go in the bilge. Yeah, and some kind of O-ring or gasket inside there might be a good thing too. Because I've noticed when this thing is just cracked, even when it's just raining ostensibly straight down, it somehow gets up and under it. It's crazy. Maybe it drips here and travels. I don't know. All right. I may as well dog it. Put the nut on and put all these tools away and go get provisions. It is pretty much beer o'clock, my friends. Do I dog the boat? I'm gonna take a chance. If it starts raining before I get back, so be it. I won't be gone that long. So we're gonna try some dinghy footage. I spent some time today going around the boat, standing up in the dinghy, peeling off loose paint in the red area and applying some penetrating epoxy. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to start laying red paint on there. We'll see about the weather. Yeah, we saw that already. Where are we gonna go? It's been very nice here this week. It's been nice just being here. I've been visited by night herons. I believe they're called night herons. 3 times already. Of course, I didn't have the camera ready. The first time was 3 days ago, near sunset. I was on deck, and 4 of them looked like 2 mating pairs. I'm not doing a good job of rowing. I can't row and talk at the same time. I'm just having trouble with this today. These oars are not set up right. They flew by from that little sort of peninsula over there, or island. I guess it's technically an island, across in this direction, the same direction we're moving in now. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. And they were squawking amongst themselves. And then a few minutes later, they came back again, like bats out of hell, flying flat out. And suddenly, one of the males stopped and landed right on the boom of my boat. And I had it topped up. I had it lifted up with the topping lift, so it started swinging. He didn't expect that. And as he's trying to figure out what to do, the female landed next to him, but she got her feet on the topping lift itself and almost went whoosh around the topping lift, and both of them gave up, and with a squawk they just fluttered up and flew away. But that was awesome. I've never seen a night heron in the wild. They're pretty cool. They're a lot like other, egrets and herons, those wading birds, but their legs aren't quite as long, and they're darker colored. I think they are called night herons because they hunt at night. I've never seen one during the day here. But I had the camera clamped to that thing on the starboard side of the boat. Look at that sunset. And yeah, I've seen the egrets. I saw the ray earlier today. I was sitting on the dock next to the boat, working on the side of the boat, and there was a little eel nibbling away at some junk at the water line. That was pretty cool. Of course, the camera was down inside the boat. I wasn't about to go get it. Which one is this? enjoy some beverage. I'm not trying to be cheeky. I was carrying the 6-pack from the car and dropped one in the gravel and it got punctured, so I transferred what was left into this. Oh yeah, best beer o'clock ever so far. Let's go out a little more. I'm gonna go. Or maybe we could go. Let's go over by the grass. Yeah, go over by the grass. Yeah, these oars need stoppers on them. They're just kind of flopping around. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble today. I was going great the other day. Let's not hit that cat boat. Marianne, it's Marianne. It's quiet. Well, there's not a lot of traffic right now. There's a few power boats out there and jet skis, but it is Thursday evening. So. Oh, there's a pontoon. About 20 people getting on a pontoon boat at the dock nearby. They're probably going to head out into the bay. What else did I see this week? I saw an osprey flying away with a fish. Didn't see him take it, but. And I saw the snowy egret a couple of times on the beach there. The usual place, the usual time. I got to make a point next time I see that bird of trying to get some footage because it was doing something unusual. It's hard to explain. Something I didn't know they knew how to do. Basically, it was standing on one side of the other catwalk dock and sort of peeking over it into the next stretch of beach. Like so it could scope out the fish without any chance of them noticing it was there. I thought that was pretty sneaky for an egret. They must be a little bit smarter than a chicken. A lot smarter, actually. Anything's smarter than a chicken. A rock is smarter than a chicken. Let's go over the grass here, just chillax. If the wind will allow it. If the wind will allow, perhaps. Tuck right in this cleft here. Looks like someone ran a power boat into here. There's a big chunk missing. Well, it's going to be dark shortly. Even though there's plenty of light out here from the shore, I'd rather not be out here with no lights after dark. And I'm getting hungry. Wait, that's not how you do it. Jump. There we go. Oh, God. But it's been very pleasant just being here. And even though it's been frustrating, I have things I want to do with my phone. Not having that thing available to pass the time, you know, to stare at that screen for what? Almost 5 days now? Yeah, this is the 5th day. It's relaxing. And I've been able to confirm that my choice to eventually live on a boat and be on the water pretty much all the time and do all the watery and buy the watery stuff all the time whenever possible, I think it was a good decision. I think I'm really gonna like it because I don't want to go back to my house right now. I really don't. The boat's a shambles right now as usual because I've been doing projects, but still. It's just nice to sleep on her, nice to wake up on her, look out on this. Getting a little bored with this location, but that's okay, we're on the water. Right, I gotta make my turn here. Yeah, I need stops. I might try my hand at making a Turk's head on each of these. That might do the trick. It's also weird not to be able to automatically have the angle you want. Makes it a little tricky. I think I gotta mark them also so I know which side is up to have the, so I don't have to look at the blades. I can just look at my hands. There's almost no wind now, but it definitely, if I just wait, things will happen. First, this thing will turn its bow into the wind. I think we might be looking at outgoing tide. No, it's been going down. There's no current to speak of in this river unless the tide's going out or there's a strong wind from the west. I'm actually thinking about fixing up my sailing dinghy. Yeah, I have a fiberglass 8-footer. I might bring it down here, but I feel stupid working on that when there's so many things that have to be done with the boat, you know? Oh, it's just a gull. Where are my night herons? It's in my rider. There should be night herons. Leave the oars in. Yeah, I'm going to tuck them under the seat though, just in case the wind pipes up. I don't think it is. I did listen to the marine forecast on the VHF, and it's pretty vague and it covers a very wide area. It's like a prognostic kind of forecast, but I don't think we're going to see strong winds or rain till Saturday night. I did make a rope ladder, but I find from the dinghy I don't really need it. But I'll show you that soon enough. I may have to fine-tune it a little bit. I'm not 100% happy with the length. And I haven't tried using it to actually get onto the boat out of the water. I don't really want to do that here. So next time we anchor out, I'll throw that thing over the side and we'll check it out. Stand on the seat. Yeah, I got distracted earlier. I didn't finish my story about the night herons. The second time I saw a night heron, there were two of them just flying by. But then the night after that, I was sitting on deck right here, and one of them came out of the, pretty much out of the dark. It was pretty much dark at that point, and landed right on top of that piling. Perched there for a couple minutes, just looking at me, looking at the water, looking at the boat. Very curious. That was pretty magical. Very, very cool birds. So, I don't know if we'll see any tonight, but I got the camera ready. I'm gonna sit here until it gets properly dark.